surprises just yet. Still waiting for that crazy pick to roll out, but
Oh, there's the slash.
hey, there we go. Almost on cue. There's the slash
There's
pick
the
that we were waiting
slash.
for.
Yeah. So some of the common picks like Nyx is very common, and Anarchy for newer players. The reason why they're common is one is their mobility. So they're lighter characters. Their hitboxes are a little smaller, so a little harder to hit with hit scan weapons. And then Nyx's ghost walk ability is great for choosing engagements. Recognizing the different champions' strengths and weaknesses is important, especially with utilizing them on the differing dual maps. So that's why you see a lot of similar picks, but also slight variations based on player preference and playstyle.
All right, so it's going to be on Blood Covenant again here today. We haven't seen a whole lot of play on Blood Covenant yet today, but it'll be nice to leap back into that arena and see how these players face off on it, of course. And we should be okay to leap into it here now as soon as the warm-up is finished. Getting closer and closer to those qualification slots, and of course, players becoming more and more familiar as we do get down to that point. Still waiting to see some new faces move in and kind of upset against one of the older pros, of course, so that'll be interesting to see. I talked a lot about that at E3, about how the old meets the new, and that being a very interesting aspect of new versions of games that have such a storied history. And it'll be very interesting to follow that through these open qualifier runs as the weeks continue and as the month continues, leading up to the regionals, of course.
Yeah, I just recommend people just give it a shot, even if you don't think you're going to win. Just go into the tournament, try to get some experience, and get a win here or there. And you just try to get better each tournament you go to.
All right, well, we're live, guys, so let's leap into it. LoSt-CaUzE taking on Chance here. Let's leap into it. And to start things off, well, both players take pretty much even control of the pickups there. One's going to take the health, the other's going to take the armor. No one trying to immediately contest the other. Although LoSt-CaUzE, look at how slowly, this is going to work out perfectly if Chance doesn't head into the hall. He's got it. He's even got time to whip out the railgun. There is a great reaction, however, from Chance. He does also connect at the same time. So they just trade out shots early on. But a nice little sneak play there at the start from LoSt-CaUzE.
Yeah, very, very. Remember us talking about earlier about just, there's a weapon, I'm just going to run for it. So yeah, he took care, recognizing that you could be ambushed there.
Again, wow, super slowly, super patiently being played so far from LoSt-CaUzE. As Chance gets ready to leap in. He wants to take this fight, but LoSt-CaUzE is trying to formulate a little bit more, lining up that perfect rocket shot, and now he's going to go for it. Both get bounced, but the fatal weapon switch from Chance causes his death as LoSt-CaUzE continues with the rockets and is able to follow through to get that kill. And now he's got the pickup, so he's going to quickly recover health and prevent him from getting spawn fragged out by Chance here as he goes on to his second champion over to his Ranger now.
A miscalculation by Chance regarding the stack. You see he pushed in, tried to get in that rocket battle. He probably felt he had an advantage, but he was clearly wrong.
So LoSt-CaUzE, same as before, little pitter-patters of noise. Moving in across the map here. Oh, once again, he's going to get a lock. This is great rail territory for him, but in fact, Chance spots it again too. Neither player can connect. It's whiffs all over the place right now. Finally, LoSt-CaUzE is going to get hit. He needs to bail out of here, though. That's really not a great position for either of those guys. So he does go away for back over to the rocket spawn so that he can kind of reset this fight movement. Another missed shot. LoSt-CaUzE not having the greatest of luck with these rails so far, as now he's going to end up relatively low. Thankfully, he still has pretty good control over the map currently. That's one of the few advantages he has going for him. And even that may be taken away from him in a second here, as Chance is going to dive back in with the LG, trying to take this next fight. The rail almost connecting. He's going to try to leap in with the Dire Orb. It's an attempt at the bait Dire Orb. Doesn't work, but Chance still pulls out the railgun and closes out on the kill.
Missed opportunity there by LoSt-CaUzE. RLB really could have finished him with a machine gun. I mean, he was hurting.
Chance still trying to recover himself here from that last fight. Turning around looking for these pickups. Armor is up. He's not gone for it just yet, though. Still trying to get LoSt-CaUzE into the open here, being very careful about how he moves around. Great stuff from Chance as he keeps himself relatively even in terms of the HP that he's had since beginning this fight, while still doing massive damage to his opponent there. And speaking of which, now moves in, finally grabs himself the armor pickup, and even hits a little bit of rocket damage on the way out, too, as he tries to push LoSt-CaUzE back and succeeds in it. Now, really just trying to keep him away from that health so that he can steal it.
No, it's excellent rocket jump by Chance going to bridge like the way he did, because you need to cut off the distance to mega health quickly as possible, and he knew his opponent was hurt, so he took away that mega health spawn from him. So right now, RLB or LoSt-CaUzE, he's in a world of hurt right now.
Yeah, and trying to buy himself a little bit of real estate there, giving him an extra speed so he can jump through and make sure he's not followed. The timing on this, though, is really not going to work out in his favor, even after popping off his active and waiting all this time. Chance was able to move over. He got himself a pickup, and now the Dire Orb in to steal the power-up. Nicely done. Does bounce his opponent, but misses the midair. And that's going to send Chance back. He'll reset just as before, too. Happy with stealing both those power-ups.
So frustrating. You know, he made a good play with the initial rail, shooting rockets through the Dire Orb, and then he goes over there and tries to do a snap rail after he teleported. So just pull out the rocket launcher, man.
Yeah. Well, Chance. Ooh, Chance just barely dodges the rail, almost accidentally dodges it, in fact. And LoSt-CaUzE. And the rail plays from him so far have not been that great, and now we're getting low on time. It is still even, however, so if one of these players can get a kill in the next minute without it being traded, then they will win the round by that. However, if neither gets a kill and we go past the 5-minute mark, then it is going to go to sudden death, and next kill wins at that point.
I mean, with the timer, we're essentially in sudden death right now. Whoever makes a mistake.
Yeah, unless someone gets a really crazy trade as soon as they die. And LoSt-CaUzE is trying to keep himself up and running here, but rails are not working out in his favor. Rockets, however, have been pretty good. In fact, he's got his opponent low, but he moves in, picks up at the last second, and now leaps over on top. And oh, the spin around from LoSt-CaUzE nets him that kill. 15 seconds left for Chance now to try and trade this on his Nyx. He is going to move in, however, his opponent just picked up the armor, or he's going to in a moment here. Chance is trying to move in to deny that, tries to knock him back, fails at it, but is still committed to this fight. Over on the stealth pop now and right up close. Almost got the teleport. Gotta watch that trail, though. Can't follow that directly, as that's going to do damage. She's just trying to hunt this kill, but it's not going to happen. The timer expires, and the first round does go over to LoSt-CaUzE.
Prepare to fight.
Weapon selection, weapon selection, weapon selection. You went for a mid-air rocket. A mid-air rocket and mega health. And like I said, that's great for showmanship, but man, there's a lot of different weapons you could have chosen there.
Fight.
Even the double barrel shotgun would have been a better option.
Well, LoSt-CaUzE takes it, so he gets himself that nice little kill at the start, or towards the end, I should technically say, and is able to carry that through, as we don't see Chance trade that out. Chance, well, he's got himself a nice little bit of movement to start things off here. Hopping around. He's got the positioning, too, now to try and steal the armor. He would just hand the health over to his opponent, more than likely, but tries to go for the fight. No, it's now back over here, looking for the health, and they're both just going to stick with their respective pickups for right now. Not trying to challenge the other one just yet. Chance into another opportunity to hit himself a rail shot. Just misses the second one on the follow-up here, as rockets are coming in from all directions from LoSt-CaUzE. LoSt-CaUzE got to be careful of his ammo count, though. We can't just go back onto the bridge and take that. And now, another rail from Chance. Tries to hit a third. Not going to make it that time. But he's definitely got LoSt-CaUzE on the ropes here now. Just under 50 HP, but nice turnaround from LoSt-CaUzE right at the end there. Picks up the nice shots at the end of it, but oh no, gets chased out at the end by the fresh spawn on Chance. With just the basic machine gun, he is able to trade the kill back and bring it down to a 2v2.
Good recovery. A little fortunate, but good recovery nonetheless.
Chance, well, backed into a corner here now. Clutch pop of the active there coming out from LoSt-CaUzE. Problem is, he gets himself that pickup, but now he has nothing else, and Chance can still very easily try to chase him. LG in the hands of LoSt-CaUzE now, so he's got a little bit more to play with, and you can see, too, he's in the swift movement that this character provides. Trying to get away, although he did get caught a little bit there, so ends up down at 27 HP. The slash definitely has some trade-offs to work with, but that movement certainly helped him in swooping in to get a couple of extra pickups before he really messed up after being able to successfully steal that armor. Now, okay, a little bit of an awkward confrontation right up on top of the bridge there. And oh, LoSt-CaUzE is in a bad spot, unfortunately. Just nowhere to go in those circumstances, and Chance, well, with the ultimate advantage, does take control. He'll get the next kill, bringing LoSt-CaUzE down to his last champion now.
Nice finish, but again, it's going to come back to haunt him. His weapon selection. There's no need for that rail at the end. Lightning gun would have been just fine. He's so low. It's just something I know he got the kill, but it could get him into trouble.
Chance trying to push forward here and take that battle. He's got to be a little bit careful of the health pool. Doesn't necessarily favor him in this fight. Now that LoSt-CaUzE is sitting back over on the scale bearer, he is trying to hunt him down. It's not going to be as straightforward as Chance feels, though. Can't get that for free. But now he's going to lock his opponent down inside of the pits. LoSt-CaUzE trying to dance around the obelisks here, but essentially just ends up having to bail back out, but not before getting tagged by another rail hit. Thankfully for him, the full armor spawn is coming up in about 5 seconds, so he should be able to go for that. However, he's trying to be a little bit sneaky here, looking for revenge, looking to trade some of this damage out, but nope. Chance is smarter than that. He checks for it, and now moving back in, tries to go for the pickup, and now basically LoSt-CaUzE just has to rush out of there. Can't take any further fight with 28 HP left.
I sound like a record, even though he got the kill, luckily. Say, weapon selection. He had him, like that 20 health. I should have just been instantly machine gunned down. 3 shots dead. When he was down underneath the bridge. Chance, if it, I don't know if you watch this, Chance, your weapon selection, bro. Work on it.
Alright, well, oh, they're going to fight over the rail right at the start here, leaping into each other. Neither of the pickups have been taken yet, but after that confrontation, they are both just going to fall back really quickly and go for that, as they just start off the round a little bit awkwardly here. Chance does still have himself the only rail currently. Mismarks his opponent's movements, though, so he's not going to get a great chance to actually deny him of going back over towards it. Again, they kind of awkwardly meet each other out in the open here. And oh,
nice
jeez. Nicely done. The second one almost max damage as well. You can see 92 damage there. LoSt-CaUzE basically has to use his die orb just to stay alive currently, get himself out of here. And now ducking down, recovers his health fully. And he's going to move over here to go for the full health pickup. But no, he's being chased again here. Chance wants this kill. He's going to follow him up, and going up the jump pad seals his fate. Easy last shot from Chance there to close out on that first kill.
Yeah, Chance is he's in good command right now. He's going to have both items. They're going to be spread out. I mean, like you see, you get the freedom to rocket jump and cut off the map.
Chance will spam out a little bit there with the rail. Does hit it once. Nothing significant just yet. He's able to recover, but oof. LoSt-CaUzE diving back in there. Crouching around like that extra little turning speed. Unfortunately, ends up eating a rocket in the process. And now, right inside of the middle here, almost gets into another battle versus Chance. But Chance focusing a little bit more on the armor pickup. So he's still trying to route over towards that. As we do see him leaping into the fight now. Trying to deny his opponent the pickup on the health, but that's not coming in for another like 8 seconds or so here. So Chance has a great opportunity to do maximum damage to his opponent to really make this pickup just not even worth it. And there you go, the lineup. He doesn't even get the pickup. It's only just now spawned in. All that effort for nothing on LoSt-CaUzE, and it's given Chance just such a huge advantage now. He's got a 3v1 going for him currently.
He's got him trapped in there, so that makes a play here.
Onto the scale burst, he's got a little bit more health. Won't have any trouble charging back in. The problem is now he's just wide out in the open here, but Chance, what are these rails? Oh my goodness, just can't hit any of them. Finally, on the fourth one, it connects on the second, going for the third, but he's out of ammo. He's got to go for the switch. And in that moment of confusion, it seems, from Chance, it gives LoSt-CaUzE an opportunity to run away from this fight and go to try to recover a little bit of his HP.
Yeah, Chance is really, he's just running him back and forth right now. So if LoSt-CaUzE were to try to pull something off, he still has time.
Nice. The drop-in shot from Chance. Another rail connects. Just not doing enough to get that full kill yet on the LoSt-CaUzE. If he went for the fight there, could have potentially done it. But once again, he's kind of recovered a little bit here. Chance still has a huge advantage in the health pool fight here, though. So he's going to leap around to see if he can catch him out in the open here in this room. But
yeah, this is... You don't want to see this now. He's making a smarter player. Just back off. You need to try to land a rail, preferably 2 at this point. But at least 1 rail. He's on Anarchy, so you get 1 good 100 damage rocket or a nice 90 damage rail. You can really even the score without eating a 100 damage rocket in return, of course.
Yeah. He almost ate one there too. If LoSt-CaUzE did actually have his rails out at that point. Would have been able to connect on that one since Chance just hopped right up. But now, Chance once again trying to deny LoSt-CaUzE the pickup over here of the Mega Health. Unfortunately, the fight just a little bit too lost, so he has to bail out of that one and move away now and actually focus on this armor pickup because he's about to lose that too. Like a few moments ago, Chance was in control of both, but actually I think he's going to lose both now. I don't even think he's really in a spot to move to the arbor yet. Oh.
He's got to be careful. He was in poor low positions, that's why he went around.
Yeah, nicely done here.
This is a good reversal.
LoSt-CaUzE dodging a lot of those shots, but at the end of it gets hit by the double rail, so his health gets deteriorated pretty quickly, and Chance is working on getting back all that control now, and he's going to start it off with a health pickup, which he gets with no contention at all from LoSt-CaUzE. LoSt-CaUzE just trying to wait over here on the rocket platform, but Chance reads into that one, and there you go. The combo kill again.
Yep, great combo. Good read. You know, he knew he read his opponent. He had him pegged there at rocket launcher, and just smart play.
Round begins in
Launches him into the air and over to the
3,
rail to finish things
2,
off there. So
1,
2-1 now in the favor of Chance currently, going to what could be the final round if Chance closes out, but at the same time, LoSt-CaUzE will have his opportunities to adjust here. And also try to bring this over to round number 5.
Any man's game right now, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's been very back and forth, and there's definitely been some huge plays and huge mistakes from both sides. Nobody's claimed this match just yet. Both of them playing super cautiously at the beginning, though. No one trying to hunt down immediately. And well, LoSt-CaUzE is having a little bit of problem getting himself a good weapon stack going. He's going to leap into here, up close with... Oh, my goodness. Quick switch over to those rockets as soon as he picks them up. And just barely gets that kill on Chance. Chance, a little bit of a mistake there, just staying still.
Yeah, again, that's the close quarter combat with a character like Anarchy. You have to be really careful about picking those rockets.
Now gets his opponent out into the open again, makes him miss the shot. The Dire might have just saved his life, actually. And it's pushed LoSt-CaUzE back out. Again, looking to recover from that fight. Chance himself is still kind of out in the open, though. But yeah, he's going to give up on this one, too. Now that, oh, actually, hold on. Swooping around from the other side there. The Dire coming in. He's going to try to steal the power up. Fails at it. Doesn't even actually do the port. Cancels it at the last second. But he also hits a rail onto LoSt-CaUzE, bringing him down to 30. Armor.
Did a lot of damage. LoSt-CaUzE totally paid for getting that mega health.
Yeah, and now Chance has already stolen the armor, so he's built up really well currently.
Yeah, he's in control now.
In position to engage.
Oh, he's definitely be hearing him now.
Yeah, I heard him switch down below there, so he's going to lock onto this one. Stop from going for the jump pad. He did get tagged a little bit on the way out there, so somewhat even at the end of the day, but pickups are spawning again, so Chance is going to roll back to pick that one back up. And same for LoSt-CaUzE. He just rolls right over there for the armor. And he's going to get that no problem. However, the Dire port didn't go so smoothly so that he could immediately leave this fight. And now Chance is going to have an open fight with him here, too. He's got to be careful. He's doing much better than his opponent currently, though. But oh, that lightning gun damage just destroying him, bring him down to 66 HP afterwards. Quickly recovered, however, and oh, nicely shot. Nice attempt at a shot from the rocket. LoSt-CaUzE still going to be able to recover himself, though, getting all of his health back.
Those items just are not quite spread out enough for them to run back and forth.
Yeah, there's only about a 5-second delay between the two of them. So, well, the Anarchy might have been able to make that run quickly enough if he starts full speed into the first pickup. Still a very risky run. Neither player getting the lock on the other one so far here. Keep in mind the timer, too. We're 3/5 into the round now, so 2 minutes left. Nice damage being done by Chance, just not all that much in the grand scheme of things, since LoSt-CaUzE can seem to eat all of this up with that recent pickup.
It's good, though, because it just evens the score just a little bit. Now, right now, it's more of an even fight until he ate that rocket. It was.
Oh, nicely done from LoSt-CaUzE, too. Leaps down below. Chance even giving him the compliment on that one. Did not expect to see that engagement at all. So just leaps in, hits that rail shot, and there you go. He's out of the fight now. And he's going to continue to take this as he wants to get aggressive to make sure he can get himself the tank pickup. And just making sure the Nyx isn't trying to surprise and pop up right next to him. The Nyx is actually going to be found outside, so he's given all the time he needs to line up a shot. Could just end it right here. About 50 HP left on Chance right now. Chance is smart, though. He jukes out of the way of LoSt-CaUzE, and I think he's going to be okay for the time being. LoSt-CaUzE ready to fight again here as the spawns are coming back in, and he's getting ready himself to just refill the armor pickups along with the health in a second here. He's got them nice and split now, about 10 seconds or so.
Yeah, he's got him. He's got this round in the bag, barring an epic meltdown right now.
Yeah, here we go. Now he's gonna look for the engagement out into the open here. Still the Dire Orb 2. Doesn't even need it though. Just two well-placed rockets will do the job as it now goes 2-2 even. And we go to round number 5 to settle this.
Like I said, very competitive right now. Whoever's going to land the rockets, seems like LoSt-CaUzE is making some better decisions when he's not in control than Chance is, and that could end up paying dividends. We'll see right now in round 5.
This little pickup from LoSt-CaUzE there too. Tosses out the orb, goes for the rockets, and then actually once the orb hits the wall, he ports over to where the health spawn is. So he gets to be in 2 places at once by using that way. And now he's already built up a nice little stack for himself. He's got rockets, he's got rails, he's got himself a mega health play on. He's got 50 armor. And the cooldown's already back up too, so he's doing pretty good. Oh, problem is though is he just got read out by chance. They found him, so now he's going to completely reposition and reset this fight. Failing out of it too, but up on the rocket pad. His opponent didn't have the railgun ready to go. Still hits the connection though. He's dead. If he gets hit again, and there you go. Chance.
Wow.
Lines up his opponent in the corner and closes out on a first kill. Even trying to pinch them.
You just want to be running this stuff now if your chance to sit. Hit the wall there, unfortunately.
Oh, perfectly timed as well. Reads his opponent working his way up the jump pad. Having a little bit of problem though. Switched over to the rail, but never actually took the shot. And now back over to the rockets. He pays the price. Thankfully, this mega health spawn is coming in. As if not, he would have been on the ropes right there for a potential trade from LoSt-CaUzE.
He took the shot. That was the problem. He took the shot when he bounced him up with the rocket, and then he missed, and he was stuck there with the reload time before he could switch, and that's why he was getting lined up. Again, weapon selection. I'm a broken record right now.
So Chance back into the fray here now, missing the first rail. Knows he's still got him on the ropes, so the 3 seconds till that power-up spawns in here. If he can push him back out, he can still claim it, keep himself tanked up, and there you go. Say goodbye to LoSt-CaUzE. He's not going to be wanting to fight for that any longer. Trying to route around the map, maybe go for the armor pickup, but Chance just too fast, man. Can't catch up to him. He gets that pickup again as Chance continues to control it. And now I think might be willing to leap up there and go for the fight. No.
Oh yeah, he's in a position where he can make an aggressive play. One of the things he should have thought about doing, I know he's a little bit in a hurry, but just delaying that armor by a second or two, just a little bit here. Just keep extending it a little bit more so they get it more evenly spread when you have control. It makes a big difference.
He just didn't want to get himself cornered at the end of the day. Chance is basically just waiting here now. There's opportunity since the armor comes back up. Just tagged by a rail though. Quick little tag and run from LoSt-CaUzE there. As he hits that shot and then escapes a few seconds later here. Chance still trying to move quietly. Problem is you can't really move quietly with that surfboard, or the hoverboard, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we did a nice little slick move when he grabbed the armor on the bottom. That's why he turned around, so he kind of faked. Ooh.
Forced into the injection now. He's back up to full HP and actually has to bail out. So there you go. Finally, LoSt-CaUzE has been trying for like 2 to 3 spawns now to try and actually steal that armor, and he finally succeeded in getting it. And now he's got time to try and steal the mega health too. Okay, he's gonna leap right up there. Problem is though, is he's tried to do this before, and oh my
wow.
goodness, he's completely locked him out there. Thought Chance definitely decision making, unfortunately, coming back to haunt him there. Couldn't decide if he actually wanted to try and contest the pickup on the mega health or not, so ended up just kind of haphazardly staying in the open and then got wrecked by a double rail.
Definitely got caught out in no man's land there, and then he got hit with that first rail and it was like, oh crap, now I need to go. Too late. You know, it's like now you have to jump out to another shot. You just need to hope he misses.
Gets tagged as well. A little secret rail shot coming back out from Chance from down below.
That was a nice steal, nice challenge and steal there. Chance is going to make a play on this heavy armor, take back control.
He's already got it essentially here. Chance.
Yeah, LoSt-CaUzE made an error. He thought it was coming up, the mega health, so he's waiting for it.
Yeah, he's going to realize his mistake now and try to leap back in, see if he can hit the rail. Misses it, and what's even worse, Chance hit his. Was a shot that hit back, however, from LoSt-CaUzE, but oh, nicely played. Chance just takes it nice and slow, waits for him to get out in the open, and hits that finalizing rail shot. And now he can just hop right over here and pick up the mega health.
That was foolish by LoSt-CaUzE going out and exposing himself when one rail hit could kill you. I mean, going into the middle area after that engagement was kind of an obvious play.
LoSt-CaUzE down to his last champion here now, and not the greatest start to it, unfortunately, getting tagged by these rockets. A little over 50 HP remaining here. Chance still has plenty. He does get the armor pickup, and there's damage being eaten off him, but good switching being done by Chance, and there you go. He's going to be able to close out on it, taking control of the first map here.
Great match. Very evenly matched, these two guys. Good game.
Yeah, absolutely. And keep in mind, that was only the first map. These are best of 3s. So We have still plenty more fighting to go between these guys here. As you get one last little look at the you get one last little look at the stats before we go back to the menu.
The damage by Chances is doing way more damage.
What's that like?
It's ridiculous. It's like double.
Yeah, almost essentially a little.
It's basically double.
Jesus. So.
And it's, so that kind of illustrates this decision making. It shouldn't be that close.
Mm-hmm.
It should not have been that close. So some of the finishing, like I said, there was opportunities Chance had in several rounds where he was trying to hit that follow-up rail. And if you looked at his rail percentage, it was pretty insane, like 50 something percent. But just get the kill, finish the guy off, machine gun. It would have made that match for Chance. It would have made that match less close.
The problem, LoSt-CaUzE was really struggling at the start there. I mean, he recovered and actually picked up most of the first rounds. However, he was really struggling with the rail there at the start and was missing quite a few shots, which put him in pretty bad spots there. Thankfully, like I said, in those early rounds, he was able to recover. And I didn't pay too close attention to his railing as we got later into the game. However, if that did carry through, that's probably a large part of the reason why he did eventually fall back behind and let Chance make that comeback happen.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously you got to hit your rail shots when you line them up too. So that's always, it's a little frustrating and disheartening when you line somebody up and you make a good read on somebody and you're like, oh, I got this shot, and then you just blow it. It's like it's a little frustrating, because you're like, it was such an easy shot, and then 2 minutes later you'll hit some insane flick rail, out of your rear end that you totally didn't plan for, but yet you missed the easy one. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that a few times actually, where I think it was right at the start where LoSt-CaUzE had himself like it was right at the start where he snuck around, got that initial rail spawn, and had like an open fight against Chance, hit his. But the problem is Chance also saw him at the last moment and then did this 180 flick to hit him too, so it just traded it right back out and stopped LoSt-CaUzE from being able to just dive right in and take that fight.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Nice little snapshot.
All right, guys. Well, second map is starting now. It's going to be over on Blood Run. Let's take a look now at the. Actually, no, we might not be starting it yet. I think LoSt-CaUzE just disconnected, so we might have to wait a few seconds here. I think he disconnected, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he just dropped out of the lobby. All right, so they'll get him back in a second. I'm sure his internet just dropped out or something like that, and then we can jump back in as soon as he's rejoined, of course. But a very, very close match. A lot of like nail-biting moments there, especially coming down towards the end of it. But also some really good lineups there. But the problem is a lot of those led into mistakes. I think that you were mentioning before there. There was one time I believe it was LoSt-CaUzE, right, where he takes a fight back over towards where the armor spawns, and then tries to run away from that fight. But the problem is he jumped right back out in the middle and basically just went straight into a rail towards the end there from Chance, and that gave him like a closing shot on a round.
Yeah, exactly. Because his idea to get away was fine, and he was going to even use a little crouch slide, which gives you better speed and makes you harder to hit. But he went out into a major area, literally the middle of the map. Yeah. Like that's not where you want to go if you're looking to avoid your opponent. Or even just like Chance actually made a good play earlier that maybe LoSt-CaUzE could learn from, where you make that sound one direction and then just cut the sound off, because now he knew you were going that direction, but then you don't pop out. So one, he's looking for you. He can buy you time to drop down, change direction, what have you. But then you have him like second guessing himself, where now he has to think about where you're going. And if you don't make any sound, some people will get impatient and they'll be like, the heck with it. I got to get to mega health. I don't got time to sit here and deal with this. I got to go secure an item, and you can play off of that a little bit. So just recognizing but it's easy to say that, I'm sitting here spectating and I'm watching them. It's easy to say that, right? When you're in the moment and you get nailed with a rocket or a rail, and you're like, oh no, and you just you panic. You just trying to don't panic. You got to constantly think.
Yeah, I mean, there's been players making the best out of bad situations quite a bit here. Especially, there's been so many clutch Ranger plays where they end up in a battle and they either get like bounced with a rocket into the air, or they get pushed into a corner or something like that with an LG right at the start. But then they actually there's like really creative uses of the dire, but they use it just to pour it like just a little bit more into the open so they can kind of reset their position a little bit and then try to turn that fight around. And the confusion that's often caused by that dire play is like crazy, especially if players, they either mistime the cooldown on it or something like that. They're just not expecting it to show up to you. We've already seen a few times where an opponent just has to flick his aim everywhere to try to figure out where exactly it went, because it's done very, very often and very creatively when they're really close up and it's basically just like an in-your-face battle.
Yeah, the dire orb for ranger, it's just my opinion, certainly one of the most versatile active abilities I think in the game, because of, like you just said, the variety of things you can do with it. You can telefrag somebody, you can use it to reposition, you can use it to fake, right? They have to respect it. You throw it somewhere, they can't just. And I've even used it in items like, for example, Blood Covenant, where we're just playing, throwing it on the heavy armor there. Once it sticks there, they have to respect it. They can't just jump on it, at that point. So you can deny people with it. It does damage. You can telefrag them, fake them, reposition. It's a great ability. It's a great ability.
Yeah, and I mean we've already seen that so much today. It's Ranger has to be one of our most picked champions, I think, so far in the tournament. And not only that too, but we've seen a lot. You mentioned the baiting play. That's we've seen so much of that today too. And like you're saying, it has to be respected. You can't just not pay attention to it or something like that. And it does. If you're the Ranger throwing it does give you a moment or two of clarity where you can either use the teleport, take the risk of your opponent tracking it and taking you down, or you can use it as the bait and just have the free second or two to maybe take a shot at your opponent. Maybe that's the rail that you hit that gives you the advantage of the battle, and then you follow that up with some closing shots to actually win out the fight in the 1v1.
Yeah. In fact, I expect you'll see Ranger to be a very popular pick going forward in the tournament through all the qualifiers, the LAN, the finals, and everything. He's going to be a popular choice. Again, it's because of the versatility of that ability, and also his stack's pretty good, right? He's a medium champion, got a decent stack. He's got good movement with 310 speed. So he's all around versatile champion. Definitely middle of the road kind of jack of all trades, can do many things for you.
Well, we do, of course, want to remind you guys that today is not the end of the road here for the first qualification tournament leading into the North American regionals for Duel, for the Quake World Championships. The finals for this that determines who is actually going to be the 16 or the 8 players, from this qualification round that'll be heading to the regionals. Is actually going to be this Sunday. So while we are getting into some of our last matches of the day now, there's going to be a lot more action coming up on Sunday, and you get to see these players and many more continue to push forward and see who exactly is going to be pushing onward and earning their spot at the regionals, leading up, of course, to that $1 million prize pool event at QuakeCon in August itself. And all that action is closing in very quickly, as are more of these qualifiers. If you guys are out there and you haven't yet heard of the Quake World Championships and you're thinking you can hop into the arena, these tournaments are free to participate in, and you can go ahead and find all the information on how to sign up for these over at the ESL Play website. We're also going to be having plenty of action with Sacrifice too, and all that starts for Europe at least tomorrow, as they'll be having their first tournament starting off then. It does look like, guys, that we have our players reconnected though, and they are ready to jump back in here so we can finally get into the draft for our second map, I think. Yes. Okay. Hold on.
A little bit of a, yeah.
Still loading. All right. Did he disconnect again?
We seem to be having a technical problem, yep.
All right, so I think, guys, what we are going to do here really quickly while we work to sort out those technical issues really quickly, we're going to take this to a break. And as soon as we actually have the players in the draft and ready to go, we'll jump into this second map here now. Once again, it is continuing here as we have LoSt-CaUzE taking on Chance. Chance just took the first map. The second map is going to be coming up in just a short few minutes as soon as we sort out this small issue. Alrighty, guys, we are bringing it back to you here now. We do apologize for that little bit of a delay, but I believe we've got both of our players in the server now and set up. So we should be good to jump into this match. Machiavelli, you still with me there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Welcome back.
Checking on our command center chat there on our other screen.
Well, it's looking like we did finally get both of the players in, so we should be good to start here. And this is going to be our second map, like we said before. We did have Chance taking the lead, so he is going to start off with the 1-0 advantage here. If he takes this map, he will be pushing forward and eliminating LoSt-CaUzE. However, if LoSt-CaUzE wins it out, we go to a third and final map to settle things here and figure out who's going to be able to push forward into this event. And right at the start, things will get very interesting as Chance moves forward and steals that power up right at the start.
Just these decisions they're making at the start. He didn't need to do that. He had Mega. He wanted to do. I don't know what he was thinking there. I know what he was thinking, but just too risky. This early in the match. I hate that rocket.
And there's the rocket right there from Chance.
So now Chance is going to be in firm command here. He's going to go up for this big armor, heavy armor. He's going to have them both now on timer.
Chance still trying to move in here. He's really got LoSt-CaUzE on lockdown right now, to be completely honest.
I don't know what LoSt-CaUzE is doing right there.
All right, well, he'll go down, and that's already 2 kills to Chance, and we're only a minute into the round.
Well, I mean, I take that back. I do know what he was doing right there. He was dying. That's what he was doing.
I mean, ultimately.
There he goes. Good play here. Yeah,
Chance using the orb to get up back on top here, and he's got a pretty good idea as to where exactly this Galena is hiding out at. Oh, the max damage rocket. See, thankfully there's some health bubbles sitting right behind it that he can go for the pickup on, but that's not going to save him. He's still only at about 25 HP in with the LG, and there you go, a 3-0 run, just under 2 minutes. Already, the first round goes over to Chance.
I don't know what LoSt-CaUzE was thinking there. So he needs to just reset his mentality a little bit there and regain his focus, because that was just poor. This is like, oh my gosh, don't even get me started. Like,
yeah. So Chance gets himself a relatively easy round, to be completely honest. Gotta be careful with the shotgun though, but he still keeps it together. Survives with about 38 HP and just a slight amount of leftover armor. But he does indeed close out there, and again gets that first kill just a few seconds into the round. Just too aggressive this early on. I mean, you're putting yourself in a position where it's in the balance. Just my opinion, I like to have an advantage. Yeah. I mean, I like to have the advantage. I like getting the frag cleanly. Comparatively to some of the other games we've been seeing today anyway, this is way too aggressive. Such a nice shot, by the way, from Chance. As there we go, reads into the movement from LoSt-CaUzE perfectly and gets that rocket shot to close out on the second kill. Chance is showing up here with a masterclass all of a sudden here now on the second map. Yeah, and he heard him pick up that armor in the back. That's why he knew he was coming down the lightning gun there. You can hear him pick up that small armor back there. So yeah, he's gonna probably throw a rocket over there or a rail. Why he's over there by rocket. Chance actually in a little bit of trouble with some rails here. He's going to go over to the LG since the fight's a little bit closer, but got bounced by that rocket, so goodbye to him. We'll finally lose one of his champions here. Good rocket placement there by LoSt-CaUzE, and good catching by Chance too. That always helps. Chance is still going to play around, or LoSt-CaUzE, excuse me, is still going to play around with these rockets a little bit from up on top, but ultimately doesn't get a whole lot done just yet. Could do it now though with the rails. Just needs to find himself in a better position to hit those shots. And in the meantime, too, you notice in the Galena, we saw this before, the traps being laid with those totems. Just trying to move around the map and kind of put them at the exits to all of the portals here, so that in the event, Chance doesn't realize that they have been placed down there. He'll just run right into it and take a nice, easy 75 damage. Ooh, missed rocket jump from LoSt-CaUzE, too. But thankfully, Chance was not able to have used that too heavily, and now LoSt-CaUzE is going to dive back in, looking for this last kill. The totem onto the ground, tried to go for the quick damage on it, couldn't get it. He got the kill, but he also killed himself in the process. So round number 2 does go over to Chance. He had the shot when he bounced him up and he went for that rocket. All he had to do was shoot that rocket off the side of the ledge there, and Chance was dead. He missed it by like a fraction of an inch. So getting into this now. LoSt-CaUzE really has been struggling so far on this map, and and is trying to turn things around. He might be able to do this now. He's got a good starting and on the advantage. Just a little bit too hungry to chase that kill down, and now may actually lose himself here. And there you go. Chance with the shotgun pushes up and does get himself that first frag yet again.
Yeah, LoSt-CaUzE just gets a little too aggressive. I think he's maybe misjudging the amount of stack that Chance actually has left. Like right now, he's getting hyper aggressive. Like he's low, but he's not that low. You know, where you're just gonna run in and hit him once with one good shotgun, and he's gonna die.
Impressive.
Chance, more shots hitting from him here so far. Needs to get this kill over to the LG to try to finish off, and yes, indeed, he does get it again. Look at how much HP he survives with, 9. Oh, this has to be so frustrating for LoSt-CaUzE. He's getting so close. Just can't get a kill to give him a huge advantage here. And what's even worse, Chance diving right back in with that rail, already destroying LoSt-CaUzE's health for a second time. And he can't even get close to controlling these power-ups currently. It's all on Chance at the moment.
Yeah, Chance. That rail definitely hurt him. So he should be looking for it right here.
Diving back up, stealing this, and now just going for the LG to close it out. Little under 25 HP, but actually Chance backs away because he's pretty low too. So he's going to give LoSt-CaUzE a slight opportunity to recover here.
Could have probably went with the rocket instead of lining him up with the LG like he did. Again, even though that hurt him. That Galena totem outside of the portal. But even though you can line somebody up with the LG, it takes people to understand, it takes time to deal that kind of damage versus hitting someone with a direct rocket. It's just instantaneous under damage. So something to keep in mind when you're choosing those engagements. Like
Chance, so good opportunity here. Weapon selection not on point though. Had the LG out thinking he was going to try to dive onto the platform to take a battle, but he went down below instead. Chance makes up for it though, gets himself the connection on the rail. It's also
looks like we have some lagging out.
Maybe. Let's see if he can save it. Nope, he's still there. If slightly. Hopefully he can get a message out or something. He's kind of there. We'll see if
Looks like he's recovering.
Yeah. Just a slow recovery. And in the meantime, LoSt-CaUzE is practicing his totem throwing skills. Yeah, okay. So they're sportsmanlike about it as well. They're both just gonna sit for a second to make sure everything's stabilized.
Yeah, Chance definitely looks choppy.
I think he's back to normal now. He should be good. Yeah, looks like he's better now. So they're gonna find themselves still separated from each other as they get back into the fight. Chance from on top shooting at that rocket. They're going to try to creep forward for the pickup here in a second. Chance, I think so. Well, he's going to see it now, and there you go. The pickup from that health immediately negated with that head-on rocket for 100 damage.
Oh,
quick switch over to the rail, too.
Go for the finish right here, Chance.
He's got to move in for it. He also has to be careful of those totems, though. Those can be pesky and get in your way quite a bit.
Waited too long.
He sits back. He will get himself the pickup, but was not expecting the Galena to run around all of a sudden for the same route she just pushed from. So it's actually going to hurt Chance quite a bit. Thankfully, he's still in the better end of the health pool here at the moment. One more rail could finish off the round. And give this map to Chance in a perfect 3-0 fashion.
Chance he's got it firmly in control even with all that damage he took. He's still in good shape. He technically doesn't have to take any risks right now. There's 1 minute left.
So he can run this to the timer if he'd like. However, he may be moving in for the finisher now, or at least attempting to... Oh, missed the jump. And that's going to give it right over to the Galena. LoSt-CaUzE will be able to roll with that, and now LoSt-CaUzE is going to get a lot more aggressive all of a sudden. That may not be what's needed. This isn't open. It's a shooting gallery here. Chance is way more cover to work with. There you go. The one little bit of damage on the lightning gun will be what finishes it off. And we do indeed see the closeout coming back in there from Chance as he takes control 3-0 on this second map, and he'll push forward further into the tournament with a 2-0 victory.
Nice win. Much stronger performance on ZTN there for Chance, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was much better performance. And he said LoSt-CaUzE, I don't know what happened. He was just playing sometimes just mentally. I don't think was really thinking or maybe misjudging, the stack Chance had after the previous engagement.